On an incremental basis, the cost of living crisis in Nigeria is escalating, and in more ways than one, it is impacting on health, finances, and access to basic needs of individuals, organizations, and even families at large. Now, it is also brewing ill feelings among friends, family members, landlords, and their tenants, among others. More than ever before, expectations and obligations are no longer being met. One major development that has come with this crisis is that everybody, especially families, are now prioritizing their needs, and this action favors feeding and getting well, which means that the family budget now lean more towards food and health. It follows that housing, which is ranked second after food in the hierarchy of man's basic need, is now being treated as a luxury item, meaning that those who live in rented accommodations, and they are quite many, as we can all agree on, and are unable to meet their rent obligations to their landlord. Now, on account of growing poverty among citizens, job losses, and shrinking income arising from the bad economy, many tenants find it difficult to pay their rent, which breeds friction between them and their landlords. A report on the state of real estate market in Nigeria, compiled by the Pearson Housing Company, gives a sense and dimension of this friction. The report says that Nigeria is one of the most active rental markets globally, with about 80% of its estimated 200 million population living in rented accommodation. I mean, that does not even speak well for our country, and spending over 50% of their income on house rent. So this is, of course, what we will be talking about in our interactive segment, where we'll be focusing on the hike on house rent and how we can, avert this problem. How can this problem be solved? I mean, let's dive into it. The numbers that you will call will be displayed on your TV screen. You can call those numbers, reach us, and share your take on how we got here and how we can find possible solution for the hike in housing. We've seen people on a daily basis from the end of last year to the beginning of this year. I meant from the middle of last year, where there was announcement of the removal of fuel subsidy. We saw how people had to increase, or landlords had to increase the prices of the house rent, some by even almost 45 to even 50% increment, while in some cases some people got a bit greedier and demanded for double of that amount. And considering that there've been a back and forth with the federal government increasing minimum wage, and it became fruitful, but still not exactly what Nigerians want, and it hasn't even been implemented yet. So with all of these things, people are hungry. And apart from food, which is even still expensive in the market, now the second basic amenities, which is house, having a home, at least in Nigeria, it seems not to be working. Now, if you should analyze how much the civil servant earn, it's now showing as though majority of Nigerians do not have a house of their own. And because of that, they're left with renting. So this thing now, it's now becoming really, really expensive for an average man to even afford it, which, like I said earlier, it doesn't even sit well with, the image of Nigeria. We have a first caller. Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us? All right. I think we lost that call. Please go ahead. Call us on the numbers displayed on your screen, and while you're calling, please do stay away from your TV set or tone down the volume. If you want to catch up on you calling us and talking about this, then you can follow us via our social media handle, and you definitely get a piece of it. So please tone down the volume, call us, and let's hear your take on the current economic hardship and how it has affected the increase and the hike in house rent, and how the landlords, of course, are making their own complaints, saying that we just have to, because of everything is expensive and all of that. So people have been pushing for the federal government to at least have some kind of stake or decision on this matter, talking about price control, regulation, and all of that. But then there seemed to not be anything. All right, good morning. Good morning. Yeah, thank you for joining us. Your name and location?
Yes, I'm calling you from Kaduna.
It's good to have you from Kaduna. What's your name? Please turn down the volume of your TV.
All right.
Are you with us?
Yes.
Okay, what's your name?
James.
Are you with us or have we lost the caller?
Hello.
Please, go ahead. Let's hear your take. All right, please call us via the numbers, and while you're calling, please stay away from your TV set. And if you're calling us for you not to talk, please don't just call, because you're blocking other people that are trying to reach us to share their take on that. Now, there've been a proposed bill on the real estate, I think in the last 9th assembly, which was not passed by the former president, Muhammadu Buhari. Okay, we have another caller. Good morning. Good morning. Hello? Are you with us?
Good morning.
Yes, I can hear you. Good morning. Your name and location? Please turn down the volume of your TV set. We can hear you. Your name and location?
Okay, my name is Abu Dauda. I'm speaking from Benue State.
It's good to have you, Abu Dauda from Benue. Go ahead with your take.
Okay. Yes. My comment is this. I absolutely agree with the labor union. It should be a reversal. You imagine when the members of the House of Assembly are doing, spending billions, renovating their offices, and you are not giving light. It is only in Nigeria that you pay for what you have not been sacked.
Okay. I'm sure subsequently we might open the phone line to talk about, the electricity tariff hike. But right now we're talking about the house rent hike in Nigeria. I mean, what is your take on that?
Can you repeat what you said?
Yeah, house rent is what we're talking about.
Okay, my house take.
Yes, house rent.
Okay, my house rent.
No, not your house rent anyways. How expensive? House rent has increased, since the pronouncement of the president.
Yes. Okay, it's been, I have a prepaid meter. So, it has not been bad here in Otukon, actually.
Okay, I think we lost that call. Now, please, before you call us, understand what we're talking about. We're talking about the house rent hike. There's been a massive increase, a large increase of house rent, and tenants are complaining. I mean, while landlords are, of course, on the defense, saying that the economy is what is affecting the whole situation, even complaining that building materials, have increased. But when you look at it the other way, you realize that when it's an old building, you cannot use that as an excuse, even though some people even come out to defend, the landlord, saying they are, should I say, they are more of every day you repair things, So when you want to get all of these parts of building materials to fix the house, also it's expensive. So I mean, this is also valid. So this is what we want to talk about today. Good morning. Please turn down the volume of your TV. Good morning.
Good morning.
Are you ready to talk to us? Please turn down the volume of your TV set. We can really hear you, and all I can hear is myself through your phone. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, good morning. Your name and location?
My name is Summayya Abubakar, calling from Auchi.
It's good to have you from Auchi, but literally, I can't hear you because I'm hearing myself through your phone. Can you just stay away from your TV?
I can't hear you because I'm hearing myself. Can you just stay away from your TV? Okay.
Are you with us? Are you still with us? All right. Please stay away from the TV set. If we start hearing ourselves through the phone, then of course we would have to let you go, and that would be really sad. So as you're calling us, the moment you realize that we've picked, stay away from your TV. Good morning. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yes, good morning. It's good to have you. Your name and location, please. Where are you calling us from?
From Kogi State.
Oh, it's good to have you from Kogi. So what is your take? How is the rent price in Kogi like?
Hello?
Yes, are you still with us?
Hello?
Can you hear us? Because I can hear myself through your TV.
Hello?
Okay, I think we'll just have to let you go. If you're calling us, of course, you have to listen through your phone. Do not wait to hear my voice through your TV. Come on now, we've been saying this all the time, that there will be a feedback. There's a bit of delay before, it gets to your TV. So just talk to us through your phone and you can watch it or catch us up later via our social media handles. Good morning. Good morning. Hello?
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, it's good to have you. Your name and location?
I'm from Makodi.
Hello, it's good to have you from Benue State. Go ahead with your take.
I want program to continue this because we can make a view. Especially in Makodi, I've traveled from it before. I don't know.
Can you hear us?
I'm hearing you.
Okay, go ahead.
I say that they have been right now is very bad. And I don't know if the policy of the government can this matter. That is, I'm quite going to. So these are the
Aliyu, I just wish, we could actually understand clearly what you're saying. Even though you made reference to what is happening in Makodi, the Benue State capital, saying house rent, the prices is really not good, and Nigerians or the Benuans are complaining about it. But because there was a bit of a network and it was cracking up, so if you can call us back, of course, it will be appreciated. Let's hear your take on all of that. Good morning. Good morning. Are you with us? All right, I think we'll let you go. Please go ahead, call us back on the number. Let's hear your take on it. Now, speaking about the bill, the real estate bill that was passed, or that was, proposed by the Ninth Assembly, where the former President Muhammadu Buhari did not assent to it. It was said that, even though we don't know the details of it, that it would have assisted Nigerians into at least majority of them earning a home, themselves. Good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
From the Punja.
Please turn down the volume of your TV set. Where are you calling us from?
Calling from the Kogi State.
Okay, it's good to have you. Go ahead. What is happening in Kogi State, in terms of house rent prices?
The price is just skyrocketing, rising. And the most surprising thing is these structures are not new structures. They are not new houses. I don't know how the landlord are looking. Maybe they want to use it as means of managing the high cost of things as regards to their other needs. If not, there is not a new house, but the price kept on rising, and on the other hand, depriving so many people access to livelihood and a place of shelter. Also, I don't know if government can come to the aid of the people by putting up a policy that at least that will regulate the arrangement of rent and how it should be done, because it seems the whole affair of rentage is porous, that anybody can fix the price. But if the houses can be stratified to classes where this structure can go for this rate and this can go for this, it will go a long way in helping the common people. Because the people that are actually suffering this are the middle class and the poor. But the rich have their own structures.
Yeah, indeed. Appreciate you. I mean, you actually explained, and while you're pointing out the problem, you provided possible solution. Thank you so much for sharing your take on that one. Yeah, basically, one of the things that also people are complaining about is the fact that majority of masses at some point are the one paying the rent. I mean, based on this report that was done by the Pearson Housing Friction or company, rather, they made mention of the fact that Nigeria is one of the most active of rental markets globally, which does not, speak well on the growth of Nigerian economy. About 80% of its estimated 200 million. And this is because we're working on just the estimation of 200 million, which we have been working on it for over a decade now. Hoping that, of course, the population census would make moves so that we can at least start looking at the actual picture using the numbers. Good morning.
Good morning.
Your name and location.
I'm Desmond.
Yeah, Desmond, where are you calling us from?
My name is Desmond Basu.
Yeah, I hear you. Please tone down the volume of your TV. From Ebonyi? Desmond, please, can you talk to us through your phone? Don't listen to your TV. Go ahead, tell us your take on what is happening.
Okay, I'm Desmond, living at Ebonyi State.
Okay.
So, the cost of this house rent, some of it is greediness. Some of the landlords, they have built their houses in so many years, and they know that the house is getting old. But when the people that build new increase their rents, they use that as an opportunity to punish their tenants. And the only thing, the suggestion that I have is that it's for the government to tell those that build far back to reduce their rent, because the new houses now, if you can see the condition of the country, some people, because they have the money to build and they want to make gain, they have to build. But those that build far back, they are using that as a means to punish the poor ones, and it's not good. It's only in Nigeria that all these things are happening, and it's not good. So that's my own suggestion. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Desmond. I mean, you got me where you say it's only in Nigeria that this can happen. Have you traveled to other parts of the country? But then, yes, basically, Nigeria is the home that we know. I mean, even when you jackpot, you still come back home. This is home. This is the place that you can claim as your own without any, any insult or anybody telling you cannot own this place. So your suggestions is, something amazing. There definitely needs to be a bit of price control, because definitely everybody would, go ahead and name what they want. Good morning.
Go ahead and name what you want. Good morning.
Your name and location.
My name is Simon, coming from gov't State, Aruba.
Okay, it's good from Kogi. Yeah, it's good to have you from Kogi. Go ahead with your take and suggestion.
It's okay. I really want to comment on what people have been dragging on.
Thank you.
Confirm the civil servant and the house rent and the tariff increment. But the issue concerns all those things. The question is this: who are the civil servants? Is it not the same civil servant that has making life unbearable to the masses. The problem that we are having in this country is from civil servants. If civil servants agree that this country will be okay, my sister, the country will be okay. But the issue is this. If civil servants can make use of their offices very well, who are the politicians to say that they are this or they are that? Look at what is happening in my own state where I reside, in Kogi State. When a governor is corrupt or proved corruption,
we cannot go based on allegations.
No, I am not going there, but I'm just passing.
Okay.
You understand? Now, when somebody is proved under corruption, that particular person that is proved under corruption will now go to the civil servant, which is judiciary, and they bribe them. After taking the bribe, the matter will die.
All of these things is allegedly, though, right?
He said,
I mean, this is all allegations, allegedly.
Okay.
Yeah.
And the cost of living and the cost of house rent, who are the owners of the houses?
Do you have any idea who they are?
Yes. They are the civil servants. Still the civil servants are the owner of the building. They won't do the money, do the houses, through the looted money or bribing money they are give to them. So they are not telling us, the masses, to increase the house rent. Why are they increasing the house rent? The house that they are increasing, they don't just build the house today. They have this old building. They have this old building. Why increasing the rent of old building's house? If it is a new apartment, new building, you cannot increase, at least people will know that, yes, this is new building. But increasing old building, why are they increasing old building? So that's the problem that we are having. We don't like each other. We don't like ourselves. Nobody is pitching for anybody. Everybody wants to get anything from any place he can get.
Yeah.
And they forge a headline.
Yeah. So how do you think we can manage this problem?
Yes, the problem can manage through government regulation. Government only pays attention on what is happening in the earth without knowing what the masses are passing through. If it's regulating in this way, that in Nigeria, in this so urban area, one apartment, one bedroom flat should be 50,000. Let it be general 50,000 in that particular city. But they will not take a place like Enugu State where I stay. It's okay. In Enugu area, the apartment here will not be more than 50,000. Let it be 50,000 general. Let people start saying that my own house is bigger than your own house, or this one is bigger than this, to make it will be difficult for the masses. So we are not growing. Nigerians are not growing. I must tell you the truth. Everything is backward. Nigeria has become a country where yesterday is better than today or tomorrow.
No, we're hoping it would be, the opposite, really soon. But then, yeah, thank you so much for your take and your own suggestion on what should be done to manage this situation at hand. And one of the things you pointed out, definitely second on that, is the fact that Nigerians are mean to Nigerians. Like, we use every opportunity to extract, to steal money or to even get money from people, even if it means hurting the other person, even if it means both of you are going through the same thing at the same time. But we seem, even us the masses, we seem not to have empathy for each other. And there is so much expectations on, the government sharing that thought with us. Meanwhile, the governments are on a different level, let's be honest. Someone who is not in a position will not understand what those people are going through. it's just like we in the city saying, oh, there is the insecurity in the rural places is not too much. When we hear the stories every day, and you meet people in the villages, and they'll tell you, no, this what we're experiencing is entirely different. Well, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
My name is Ndamon, Niger.
From Niger State.
Yes,
okay. Yeah, it's good to have you. So let us know your take on the current house rent increase.
The story is worrisome. So, as I'm feeling now, I'm a victim of that.
It's really sad.
I normally pay 50,000 naira a year, but now it's 200,000 naira.
How much are you paying now?
200,000.
That is over 100% increase.
Yes. No. Now, the case is in court now. So I can't afford it. And that's the back. I don't know what to do. Work. It is a problem. Government is looking to make it work.
Thank you so much for calling in to make your own contribution. Appreciate you. And it's really sad, what is going on in the country. Someone that was paying 80,000 is all of a sudden being asked to pay 200. That is too much of an increment, considering that minimum wage until today has not been increased yet. I mean, the government made a decision, but it has not even been implemented, and we don't know how long it's going to take for it to be implemented. And we are not certain, no, we're for sure certain that the increment will still not cover up the expenses that Nigerians are facing currently. So with all right, good morning.
Good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
Mr. Simon, calling from Benue State.
Simon from Benue. Go ahead.
Yes. I'm hearing the news about this rentage.
Yeah.
I'm in a rented apartment, quite all right. And I've discovered that when people are blaming the house owners, I think it's not right. Okay. Assuming a house owner has 10 people in the family that he's taking care of. He's feeding them. You discover that what the amount he used to buy food for them in the past is more than what he's using now, right now. Are you hearing me?
Yes, I am.
And at the same time, if he has a car, maybe, yes, that is a car that he's using to move about.
Yeah.
There is an increase. So all this thing is based on the government. We can reduce the fuel price and other things will come down. I think if things are done in the right way, such a thing will not occur. Thank you.
Thank you so much for that call. I mean, I was at a point where I wanted to say, I want to hear a landlord call. Let's just hear their own concern and take on this matter. But then we have someone who called in to share their support for the landlord, which he might be a landlord, but anyways, one of the concerns, of course, of the landlord is that there is hike in everything, so of course they have to hike everything. Do we have a caller on the line? Good morning. All right, so basically that is what is happening on this matter. But then when the landlords are saying that there is increment, concern is that there is an agreed at least percentage of increment. Every landlord can just come up and then add the money according to their heart's desires, and you do not expect your tenant to cater for your own family need. The tenant is barely surviving with his own family. So just because things have become more expensive The house is not moving. Other people, food marketers can camp on the fact that there is a lack of, the increment in transportation fee, and that is why, food has increased. But then if you have a home that is sitting there, how are you, adding up money for that and charging people their own lifestyle?
Hello?
Last caller. Good morning.
Hello, good morning.
Yeah, your name and location.
My name is Yahya Muhammad. I'm speaking from Jos.
Oh, it's good to have you from Jos. Go ahead.
Thank you very much. I just want to comment on this landlord issue.
Yeah.
In fact, the landlord has made the question. This land belongs to them, the house belongs to them. I am a landlord. For the past 8 years, I have not increased my rent. They should be sincere. No matter how costly the building material is, they should please look at one way or the other. This land belongs to them. The house belongs to them forever. Increasing a rent is not at all. Yes, that's my focus. Thank you very much.
Thank you so much for that call. And that was a perfect call to wrap up this segment of the show. Appreciate you, of course, calling in to share the take. At the end of the day, we have to, empathize with each other if we want the leaders to also empathize with us. And we hope that, something is done when it comes to the price hike of house rent in Nigeria, because it's becoming more difficult for Nigerians to be able to afford a house in their own country, which does not even make sense at all. Well, it's becoming more difficult for Nigerians to be able to afford a house in their own country, which does not even make sense at all. Well, we'll take a quick break, and when we come back, it would be time for our discussion with our first guest, so stay with us.